Hello everyone, welcome back to Bawse Gorilla Retro Gaming, where our goal is to bring a little bit of nostalgia back into your everyday gaming life, and I'm your host, Godlike Rushdown. And today's game, oh man, after 5 retro playthroughs, we have finally crossed the path. And today, I'll bring you none other than Ninja Gaiden for the good old Nintendo Entertainment System. Ninja Gaiden, released back in 1989, developed by Tecmo and published by Nintendo. What can I say about Ninja Gaiden that hasn't already been said? Well, I can tell you one thing. Ninja Gaiden, one of the hardest Nintendo games ever made. Now, this is all matter of opinion, obviously, and many people have their opinions. Some will argue that the Castlevania series was harder. That the Contra series was harder. It matters not. Point is that everyone that has played these games can agree. Ninja Gaiden is hard as all hell. It is very, very tough and very frustrating. But man, is the game rewarding when you do get through it, when you finally get good. So some of the things that makes this game so tough to begin with is, the simple fact that and this is something that Contra, well, not Contra, but I'm sorry, Castlevania is notorious for, is that when you get hit, the active frames on the move is so long that it's like your body just for some reason tends to gravitate all the way into a pit every time you get hit. When you get hit, you don't just stay in the same spot. You fly back, and when you fly back, I mean, if you're anywhere near a ledge, whether it be 3 feet, 5 feet, it don't matter. You're gonna fly all the way to that pit, and you're gonna die. And another thing that made this game so tough is the fact that enemies respawn consistently. If you so much, each screen has a set of enemies in it, but you know every time you're in a stage, the stage is composed of several screens all the way across the board until you go to, to like stage one, 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, etc., etc. But each stage is, consists of several screens, and as you move forward, you'll notice that enemies will start coming out of the screen. Well, if you move back, the enemies might disappear, but if you move back forward, they'll reappear. And what happens is that even when you kill the enemies, they keep respawning, and this makes for very frustrating gameplay because there's so much platforming going on. You tend to get hit by anything and everything, man. You have ninjas throwing shurikens at you. You have soldiers jumping up and down, and you have other ones shooting machine guns at you. Then my favorites, and I mean this sarcastically, is those damn birds and those damn bats. Good lord, you're gonna die more from getting hit by birds and bats than you are gonna anything else in the entire game. And it's very frustrating. You know, so I'm sitting here and I'm complaining about the game was bad, but I mean, what makes the game so good? Well, that's the thing. The difficulty, while it's its downside, is also one of its best features. And the reason why is because the game is extremely rewarding. If you put in the time, you're gonna get good. And when you get good, it's very satisfying just running through everything, and just jumping over stuff, setting up certain techniques so that you can get across the board much quicker and easier. And the game is just overall fun to play. Even though it's really frustrating, it's very fun to play. And Ninja Gaiden, has always been one of those games that it holds a special place in my heart. It was actually, and I will have to say Ninja Gaiden 2 because I actually got into Ninja Gaiden 2 before I did part 1, oddly enough. But Ninja Gaiden 2 was actually the first old school game that, or really one of the first games that got me into hardcore games. It was one of the games that first, got me to, what, that's it, all gloves are off. I'm going to level up. I'm going to get godlike at this game. I'm going to get ridiculous at this. And, I spent countless nights, even school nights, just playing, redoing the stages over and over and over, dying over and over, and just learning enemy patterns and what to do, what not to do. And, it was a very rewarding experience, but man, Many controllers were tossed around because of it. So, alright, well, that's enough talking about the game. Let's just go ahead and jump into the action. So, those of you that have never played this game before, you'll know what I'm talking about. So, let's get started. So, just another quick thing about this game. Also, you'll notice that, Ninja Gaiden was one of the games that really first started introducing cutscenes. In an old school game, cutscenes were something that really weren't done, back then. Very few games had them, but Ninja Gaiden is what really made it popular. It was actually praised for it because it story, which nowadays when you look at it, it's pretty simple and stuff, and sometimes kind of weird. But it was nice to have back then. It's something that wasn't done. Game had pretty good graphics. The cutscenes were nice, and colorful. There are some stages though that the background, they look kind of awkward. It doesn't work too well for it. But overall, it's a good looking game, and damn it, does the game sound good. I like the the sound effects are really good, and the music. So here we got Ryu Hayabusa reading his letter. He's kind of a wuss at times in this game. You'll notice that in the cutscenes. In game he's a badass, but you'll notice that in the cutscenes he's kind of a wuss. Alright, let's go. Alright, so you have your basic score system at the top. You have a timer as well. Your P2, that's your lives. Ninja meter, then you have your enemy meter, that's for your bosses. So this game is all about momentum. You just want to keep moving. Don't stop too much, because you see, notice how when I get hit, see how far back I fly back? See what I was talking about, the enemies also respawning. And one thing that's cool about this game is that you can grab onto walls. What sucks about it is that you cannot climb them. You can only climb walls that have ladders. That's something that was changed in the later series. In part 2, you're actually able to climb just regular walls. So that, actually made this game a lot harder also. I should have kept that weapon. Alright, so this one is the flame. It goes at an angle upwards. It's actually really good at clearing enemies and bullets. Thankfully, the first boss is such a pushover, we're not even gonna need it. This stage is actually extremely short. Look at the hitbox. It's like I'm literally not hitting them, but it still works. That's that Virgil hit. That's that Virgil frame right there. The Virgil hitbox from Ultimate Marvel Capcom 3. Alright, so that takes care of the first boss. And we'll go ahead and play the cutscenes for you guys, for those of you interested. Just to kind of show what's going on. Freaking ninja, man, just got shot just like that. Ain't that something? I like how that statue looks like the aliens from the Alien movie. So she tries to kill him, they capture him, and now she's setting him free and giving him a statue. Why is she doing that? We'll find out soon. Alright, stage 2. This is where the damn bats are introduced. Where the platforming really begins. Yeah, you gotta watch out for these guys. The bats. That's another thing about this game too. You really gotta time your hits, man. You know, if you don't time your hits, that can, you know, I mean, it'll get you killed more often than not. You have to time your hits, man. One missed time and that's doom right there. Also, the one good thing about getting hit by enemies is, you know, certain areas you want to time it so that, you know, you'll get hit. That way it'll help you, you know, get to a spot. This weapon I have right here is really good. The spin, I mean, it kills any enemy one hit. And bosses, they go down pretty fast too if you're lucky enough to have it. Of course, it takes a lot of weapon energy to use, and it's very hard to keep because, you know, whenever you jump, you automatically use it if you press the attack. Alright, so this one is fairly simple, but stage 2 is, this stage right here is really annoying. You gotta do a lot of lick taking here to get across quickly and effectively. And this is where timing your hits become very crucial. This right here allows you to take hits, use it and abuse it when you do get it, because it only lasts for a short time. Now I know I'm making this look easy, but believe me when I tell you, it is by no means easy. It took a lot of trial and error to be able to do stuff like this. See, I messed up. I mistimed the attack. And that's what I'm talking about right there. You cannot mistime your attacks, man, because one error guarantees your death. But that's okay. Wow. Now I don't have the power up. I messed up again. See, you know, it's harder to do without it. You know, it can be done, it's just harder to do without the weapon power up. One good thing about this game is that it's got infinite continues, and they do, you know, start you off at the last stage, you know, you lost in, unless, you know, it's like the, you know, late stages. But got it. Alright, this boss is once again real easy. Most of the bosses are extremely easy until you get to like stage 4. Then that's when it really gets, you know, hard. Especially the last boss. I mean, he's infuriating. He's probably gonna take me several tries, because you want to make sure you have certain, you know, weapons and power-ups available. Otherwise, it's frustrating. here we go. Act 3. See, Moses showed up. Look like Moses. Moses from the Bible as well. That's what I'm talking about. You must be Ken Hayabusa's son, huh? Ryu and Ken. Street Fighter reference. Lawsuit. We have 2 statues, huh? Instead of just... Looks so... Oh, let's go after them. Now this is where the birds first come out. Man, the birds are one of the worst enemies in the game. And when I mean worst, I mean as in most frustrating. Alright, so I just picked up the time hourglass to freeze time for a short period. Now you see what I did there? I took that hit while I was jumping so that I'll land on top of the platform. Now you see that right there? Notice how it hit me and he managed to make sure to push me far enough to land on the pit. Birds. Ah, I missed it. Oh well. Let's go. On the bottom of the stick. Alright, get past that part. And when you practice enough, the game is really not bad. Okay, so this is ice level. Thankfully, it's not slippery, so you don't have to worry about sliding around freely as you would. I have to do a lot of practicing too for this playthrough, believe me. I've been playing the game for several days now, practicing, getting my skills back. Still not, quite there yet, but I'm close enough, for the playthrough. All that matters. Ah, I missed. So this shuriken is really good because it's a boomerang. As long as it doesn't touch you, it'll keep spinning around. But if it hits, certain things that it hits, like the power-up capsules, then it'll automatically disappear. Go back around and hop in quick. Alright, I should be able to kill this boss, but he's very tricky. You have to really time your attacks. See, because those things right there, Ah, I messed up. Yeah, see, those things, you can destroy them with your sword, but you have to time it. Everything in this game is all timing. That's why I like, retro games so much. Because they really taught you a lot, as far as, timing and reaction. And most of all, patience. You need patience. Aha. There we go. Got it. Alright, we're in good shape now. See, thankfully, because I got enough weapon power up, I'll just stay here instead. Do this. So even if he throws it behind me, I'll just do that, see? Oh, man, really? Huh. I like how sometimes he hits you and sometimes he don't. So I still took a lot of hits, unfortunately. Alright, so that takes care of stage 3. That man gets one statue back and the other one gets taken. What kind of ninja are you? There's the Blues Brothers. I didn't even know that they were in this game. Alright, Act 4, let's go. I like how we're spending more time on the cutscenes than we are in the actual game. Alright, so we're gonna, once we get past Act 4, then we're gonna go ahead and cut the video short, and then you can just go to part 2. Once it's uploaded, just follow part 2 so that we can... I'm trying not to make these videos too long now. I actually have to. Calls himself the Jacquio. The Jack's Offio. Yeah, of course you're gonna pay me for it. This mess for free. You know the answer. Now get to it. Ugh, I hate this stage. Mostly because I don't like the way the backgrounds look. It looks real grainy. And you know, everything in the background blends in with it so much that it's easy to just get hit. Damn bird. Huh. Hey man, hightail it out of there. Look at that crap. Look at that crap. Shit, I ain't got no. Ooh, that was close. I almost bit the big one. Should be a bird coming out up here. Yep. Dang it. Jesus. Oh man, and this is where it becomes infuriating. We're almost done with part 1. Oh man, I so mistimed that. Aw man, let me go back, cause that's an hourglass right there. That'll stop time, and it comes in real handy for this area. There's a lot of birds that come out. Really? Wow, it whiffed them. Okay, we'll take that. Oh shit. How you know that fool should have fell? I'm screwed over here. Yep, I knew it. Look at that. Joker committed suicide with me to ensure I died. Alright, yeah, I messed up though. That was my bad. I was thinking it was the other guys that do the hurricane kick and jump up. I gotta get better with my wall climbs. Eventually I'll be good enough to speedrun the game, but I've been watching this guy that speedruns the game and ridiculous. Like he literally played through the entire game without killing anything but the bosses. He never, you know, killed any enemy in the game except for bosses because you had no choice but to kill them. Here's the guys right here. Gotta jump up slash. Oh man, I did not want that. Now, I haven't been playing any of the other Ninja Gaidens, so when I get to part 2 and 3, I'm gonna have to, of course, practice before I, do my playthroughs. Okay, now these bosses right here, they're really hard. I mean, and I'm gonna tell you why. You can literally keep from ever hitting if you're real careful. Just stay over here the whole time. But you have to kill them in a certain order, otherwise they keep respawning. And it can get real random when it happens. That was stupid. He went. Oh man, he landed on the spot he wasn't supposed to. Crap. Alright, now I gotta do this over again. Basically, once you see the one that you're doing the most damage to, that's the one you want to keep hitting. But sometimes they blend in so much that you can't tell if you're hitting the right one or not. That was close. That was close. I got lucky on that. Aw, man. Damn, Jason Voorhees looking bastard. Crap. I'm going in with low health, but I can still. Right one. Oh, come on. Shit. There we go, got him. Alright. So yeah, you just gotta stick to the one that, is actually getting injured, because if you kill the other one, then, more respawns. The whole life goes back up, and then you gotta keep doing it. Alright. So, it takes care of part 1 of our Ninja Gaiden playthrough. We will continue this next time. I will allow this cutscene to finish up, of course. Then, thankfully, since I'm running through the emulator, because I cannot hook up my Nintendo to the PC to do it, we'll continue where we left off, Act 5. Look how tiny the statue is. You just land on the trap just like that. Yeah, look at that fool's face. You're a fool. And he is so irritating too to fight. Okay, alright. And that is all for our playthrough. Everyone, thank you for watching once again. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Just follow the links below to follow us on Facebook. And again, thank you for watching.